And we're live.
Hey! And we're live.
All right.
Oh, hello. He's coming for Paul's opening line there. Um, hey, and hi
I'm
Molly in the
coming for you.
chat, who's got an anime club heart. This week, welcome to the Dirty Old Art Classroom, where every week Chris and I meet and talk about anime.
Sorry, I kind of threw a spanner in the works because I
And this
started
week,
talking about George
Chris.
Stevenson.
Yeah,
And then
Chris
just.
was really angry that we had to go live, and I was, and which is wild because this is a podcast where you're going to legitimately be able to talk about George Stevenson rather
Yeah.
than normal where you just want to insert a conversation about him all the time.
I'm not even into
Um,
trains. I,
I'm starting to doubt that. You seem like a guy who's into trains.
I don't know if that's an insult or not.
It's
Do you know,
however you
like,
want to take it, mate.
like one of them weird euphemisms, like, oh, that Chris, he's into steam trains. Him.
I've seen him in an anorak on a platform. Just saying. um, but this week, the reason we're talking about trains, the reason we're talking about the Stevenson family is because we are doing Steamboy. And before we dive into what Steamboy was about, what have you got as snacks? Because I know that you've already started eating your snack, and I want us to be able to talk about it before you demolish it completely.
Oh yeah.
What have you got as a
So
snack? What's Molly bought you as a snack this week?
Molly has brung home while she was bringing home the bacon. Um, she went to the local bakery and they sell trifles in little tubs. So I have some trifle. It got a little bit messed up in the box, so it doesn't look pretty, but it tastes amazing.
Mm,
So if you don't know, there's fruit, jelly, cream, sprinkles, and a little
it
cherry on
actually
top.
does look quite delicious. Chris, can I just.
I don't know. I haven't seen a trifle on sale for a long time. Like it's not like a popular
Oh.
pudding, is it?
I think. Yeah. I think the trifle's pretty popular. I mean, it's like summer granny staple for sure. Um,
Oh,
yeah. I think people like make trifles though, don't they? That's the thing.
we do, but
If you
not
were going to make
regularly.
a trifle, are you going ladyfingers?
No,
Mm.
no. Strawberries, jelly, custard,
What?
cream, sprinkles.
You don't have a sponge layer at the bottom. Whoa! Hold this. Like, is this why we get divorced?
Well, kind of. Oh, it gets gritty though. It's like, especially if it's like when the jelly's set and it's like ugh, mixes in and it's like a weird texture. It's like no one likes eating wet bread. Why are you giving us that look for?
I don't mind it
Um,
because I don't
and
mind
you,
it.
my name's Phoebe and
Also,
I
I think
like
we're
wet
getting some
bread.
strange lag, so the weird looks are coming in late.
But I'm gonna see what Molly says. It needs some sponge. All right, well,
Uh,
whatever, Molly.
there we go. Thank you, Molly. I'll tell you what right now, Molly, girls, girl. Um, and this week we're talking about Steamboy. Chris, what would you say Steamboy is about?
Mm,
Oh,
right.
you shoved
So
trifle in your mouth.
it's
Oh,
okay.
hang on, I need to do my snacks.
Oh yeah, I need some more while you're doing that. What have
So
you got, Phoebe?
I've got sour jelly tots that are yeah, I've got sour jelly tots that are so sour I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk, and a white chocolate Kinder Bueno. Oh, because
Oh,
we love the nutty cream here on this channel. So good. Oh yeah.
love the nutty cream. But
Love
yeah,
the nutty cream. Don't you be judging me. I heard you go, oh.
in the 1860s in Manchester at the start, he's a typical northern bloke with a weird accent. Um, his father and grandfather are both inventors, and he kind of wants to follow in their footsteps. So he's a tinkerer while he's going to school.
Yeah.
One day in the post, they get a package, and it's from his granddad, who he hasn't heard from for years, and it's a big ball, and he's like, "What's this ball?" Ooh, nice and sour, and basically this ball
So
is a
sour.
source of
They're really sour.
oh, sorry, this basically this
You talk
ball
about
is
your
a
ball,
source of
Chris.
kind of unlimited power, because everything in the 1860s or whatever it is powered by steam engines, steam trains. It's a very steampunk. Even the guy's called Ray Steam, and his dad's called Dr. Eddie Steam, and his
Eddie
granddad's
Steam.
called
And then
Dr. Lloyd Steam.
the Steam guys.
Steam
Yeah.
Farm. Yeah,
Steam fam.
so
And
so is there a lag?
there is a lag, yeah. There's quite a big
Oh,
lag, I
no.
think. And I'm not sure why. I've tried to close everything and I don't know why.
I don't know. We'll try to work it through anyway.
Well,
But yeah, this is just
we can
before
work
the
for it.
World Fair that has been hosted in London. They make but the next second, his granddad pops through the door and goes, "Oh, by the way, your dad's dead. Hide me ball." And then these masked men from not masked men, these heavies from the government come through to try to steal it back. And they're like, "That's
Not
my
from the
steam ball."
government, from the O'Hara Foundation.
Oh yes, O'Hara Foundation.
Yeah.
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 And basically it is the story of Ray trying to keep his granddad's ball safe.
Yeah. And it's made by the same studio as Akira, which I think you can kind of tell with a lot of the animation and the way that a lot of it is framed and filmed and stuff. But one of the things that and it also deals with that idea of like, so in Akira there's this whole thing about like progress and science stripping away your humanity, and again this comes up in like a what is the purpose of science kind of question that runs through the film. Because it turns out the father and Eddie and Lloyd, the father and the grandfather, which is Alfred Molino and Patrick Stewart, just to like put that in context. And they by far do the best voice acting in the whole film. Between the two of them, they just outclass everyone in terms of voice acting, I think.
Yeah.
But it turns out they've been building weapons as well that they want to sell to like the highest bidder. And then Lloyd has kind of grown a conscience, and that's one of the reasons the O'Hara Foundation is kind of tracking down this steam ball, is because it's needed for the big weapons.
So I got kind of the grandpa had like the ideal where he just wanted to invent stuff to innovate and make people's lives better. And Dr. Eddie Steam, the son, was kind of like he wanted to sell it for profit. That's what was in my mind. He was just like, "Oh yeah, these creations are marvelous, but if we turn these into weapons, we can get a lot more from this, and then fund more, and then I can make more weapons that'll kill more people." That's what I got from it. I don't know if he started out like that though.
Yeah, I mean the grandpa seems to imply that what they were starting off, what they wanted was to just create something magnificent and beautiful out of steam.
Yeah.
But I also don't. The other thing that I don't know enough about is how does steam work? Like, because they say that they find like the purest type of liquid or something to turn to steam, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, would purity make a difference to the level of pressure that you could reach in a? Is that a thing? I don't know.
it's just boiling water, so I don't know if it have a lower boiling point if it's purer. But what kind of dirty water have they been using?
Usually it's a hot. Yeah, and also usually an impurity would lower the boiling point, wouldn't it? Because it's like when you add salt to water. Oh no, you increase the boiling point.
Mm.
Oh, maybe.
But even
Whatever
so,
it is,
it
it felt
wouldn't.
confusing. The science of it felt a bit confusing.
Yeah, even so, it wouldn't make that much difference in real life. I don't think.
Mm.
But it is a ball about this
And
big,
would you be
and
recommending this film to a friend, do you think?
yeah, because I mean, I was entertained,
Oh, sorry, carry
and
on.
oh, sorry to that. Yeah, I'm saying that the ball was like this big, and he accidentally opens it, that tears a hole through the wall and everything, and it's like from that, I don't believe it. But to be fair, it is a film,
Yeah.
and it is a and Stevenson has a weird militia in this, so I don't think
No.
it's you know.
Yeah, we don't think that the father of the steam locomotive that was actually like training his own household guard in sort of weird marine based warfare.
Well, he might have been. I don't know. Not from any of my sources. But we said if I could recommend this to someone, I probably would because it's entertaining. It's not that. I think it is a bit too long. And we were saying before we started because we normally have a what did you actually think of it kind of thing, but it could have ended like half an hour earlier. I think. What about you? Would you recommend it to someone?
Yeah, although we had different things that we would. Yeah, I would recommend it to someone. Um, I do love that we had different things that we would have cut out of it though. Because like I was like, there's way too much like turning of the cogs and pulling of levers. Like you could cut a lot of that out and just like go to the story, and you were like, that's the bit I like, which was like, of course that's the bit that you like because it's the machiney bit. So what do we
Yeah,
know?
there's also like class machinery knocking about. It is fun to watch. I mean, even though his
And
dad gets
jetpacks.
in jetpacks, um, as we can
Jetpacks. The
see
jetpacks in
here,
it are so fun. No.
and there's a zeppelin. There's like we had aeroplanes. There's boats, submarines, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
There's a
not as
lot of fun stuff
whimsical.
in it. Um, I don't think it's massively a whimsical film actually for it being steampunky and Victorian.
Hmm.
It's a bit too it's a bit too dark. I think to be like a which you would expect from the makers of Akira. Akira is a very dark film. It's a manga
That's why I love it
studios. They
though.
do a lot of like yeah, me too. And I actually think that makes this a better film for and I think I enjoyed it more watching it now than I did when I was a kid. As a film for sure. Although I do not remember, there's a character in there called Scarlett O'Hara, who's this like heiress of the. She's the heiress CEO of the um of the O'Hara Foundation, which the Steam family have been building weapons of warfare for,
Yeah.
and she's awful. In the first 5 minutes of her appearing on camera, she hits her dog on the head, then she shoves it in a vase at a dinner table, just weird behaviour. Um, and then she just is basically a bit of a bitch for the whole film.
Yeah. It's
So,
self-entitled.
um,
She,
extremely self-entitled, doesn't really get it, not even at the end. She seems to learn absolutely nothing.
I don't know. In it, she kind of spoiled little brat, and she's like, people are working around her. Some of the steam boys are working on something, and she's like, "Oh, can you my dog's treadmill? Can you fix that?" While he's trying to like pilot a castle, and he's just like, "No, I haven't got time." And she's like, "No, stop what you're doing. Come to my room and sort this out now," kind of thing. She's really spoiled. And then you get to the point where
She is,
uh,
and also I feel like she didn't explain that treadmill problem clearly enough. Because what
yeah,
she neglects to tell you is that the treadmill is stuck on, and the poor dog is inside, like desperately running on this like
yeah,
weird Chihuahua hamster wheel.
yeah,
And you think it's
exactly.
like, oh, the treadmill's just broken and it won't turn on. No, 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 no. Like I actually think at that point she doesn't act with enough urgency for the actual problem that is at hand.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
excuse
bad.
me,
I
can you
had to go and
fix this
hug Eddie. I
treadmill?
was like, oh, baby.
Oh, it's fine. It's an animated dog. It's not a real one.
Yeah.
Although they did make some horrible noise when he got bonked on the head.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know. But still.
But later on in the film, she's kind of like, I don't think she
Oh, it was awful.
understands
And then he's
the.
like cowering in the next scene, trying to like escape her.
Oh, sorry. And then later on, she kind of doesn't realize the extent of what our company does. So like on these knights, which is like a suit of armor, to basically fight the English police or the
Mm.
London police. And it's not until she sees like someone actually dead in front of her, she's just like, oh, shit, yeah, people are actually dying here. And then I think she kind of gets it. It's less about her. I mean, she's still a spoiled little brat, but just
Hmm. But she tries to stop it from happening, but I still don't feel like. But she's also at one point she's like, just make sure we win.
mm,
Like if we're gonna go,
uh,
like someone's like, she's like, what's going on? And someone's like, oh well, we just have started a war with Great Britain, and she's like, oh well, just make sure we win. It's like if someone was like, oh, we've just started a war with Great Britain, I'd be like, fuck me, this has gotten way out of hand.
yeah.
I feel like there should have been some sort of meeting. There should have been minutes that were taken for the, like if I was the CEO of that company, I'd be like, this definitely should have been a board level decision.
Oh,
Awful.
Sabi's saying, isn't that her from Gone with the Wind?
Scarlett O'Hara, I think that's where they're pulling out names, famous Western names.
Yeah,
It
but
is
it's weird
Scarlett O'Hara is Elizabeth Taylor in Gone with the Wind.
because you don't see this like Western celebrities in anime unless it's like a Ghibli film. So I was like shocked at
Yeah.
that.
Well, also we had a chat about the regional accents as well because it's not very
Oh yeah,
often that you watch an English dub where there are like regional accents, regional
it's
accents,
Cockneys.
and in
There's
this
weird
there's some
Yorkshire accents.
Cockneys. They're supposed to be well. Patrick Stewart is. They're all the Steam family are supposed to be from Manchester, and two of them do a Mancunian. They
Yeah.
do a Manc accent, and then and then Patrick Stewart's just like, do you know what, guys? I'm just gonna stick with the Yorkshire accent that I was raised with. Like he just like, I think he just like nopes out of it. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's all trouble up Mill when Patrick
I'm
Stewart's on
sorry,
the screen.
I studied Shakespeare, so I can do what I want.
Yeah. So director, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna do it how I think it should be done, and it'll still be the best performance in the film.
Yeah.
Which it is, to be fair, by a long stretch. But Anna Paquin, someone told Anna that she could do an English accent, and that was unfair and cruel. I feel like it wasn't right. Someone should have taken her aside and been like, "Do you want to rethink this?"
What was Anna Paquin doing at that time? Because I don't think I know much of her. I've seen what she's in.
Did she do like Fly Away Home or something? That film about the geese.
I don't know.
Do
Because
you remember that film? Oh,
I
if you
remember
remember.
it, but wasn't it just. Would you not have
Notoriously
just turned up
hasty.
for a voice acting gig and been like, oh yeah, I can probably do a Manchester accent?
Yeah,
I mean, it's not
probably.
too bad.
And actually, and to be fair, it's not a bad. Like I thought it was a posh Southern person doing a Manc accent. Um,
Uh,
and I also didn't recognize it as Anna Paquin. So it is Pangolin. I
Pangolin,
didn't
yeah.
recognize it as Anna. I didn't recognize it as Anna. So it's, in terms of acting, she's managed to accomplish. I fully thought that was a young boy, like when doing the voice. So like on some level, it is a fairly impressive performance.
She does a
But
young
it is a
boy
weird
well.
accent. Awful, absolutely awful. You should be ashamed of yourself. But
Oh.
Alfred Molina by far doing the best Manc accent. But then you do also have like some Cockneys, especially during the fighting scenes. And at one point, someone's like, "Cool, blimey," and I was like, "No one has ever said blimey in that way, like outside of like an Oliver Twist production in Broadway." Like it's very yeah. Some of it's very like, oh, we just need to get someone in to do this one line.
Would they not have said
Can
that
you
in
do it? Can you do it?
1829 though?
Well, maybe, but I don't know if they just said it like that. Oh, blimey, governor! It's painful.
Nearly spilled my jellied eels.
I was, yeah, yeah. Oh, fancy a pickled egg?
Oh, I love a pickled egg. Don't bash pickled eggs.
We're going down the tub. No, I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love a pickled egg. A few weeks ago, bought a jar of pickled eggs. They were
Ooh.
it was one of those huge jars as well, like the Garner's pickled eggs. Best pickled eggs.
Oh, yeah. Best
Yeah,
vinegar.
yeah, yeah. Best vinegar, best pickled eggs. The jar, huge jar. Ate it in about 2 days. The worst heartburn I've ever had for like a week afterwards. I
It's the
really
price you pay
regretted
for
it.
snacks, though,
But
isn't
did
it?
I? Sometimes you just gotta lean in. Sometimes. So what were some of the highlights for you for this film?
Right. So I love wearing doodads, doohickeys, and gizmos, and this film is full of them. Steam power. It's got
Yeah.
all of the crazy, like the aeroplanes. They've got submarines, zeppelins, everything. And I love that. Even I wouldn't even say it's
Walking
steampunk
cities.
though. Yeah, walking castles.
Yeah. Walking castles.
Yeah.
Well, like it's steam powered. It's
Uh,
definitely steam powered. It feels like
yeah.
I think it's as close to steampunk as I've ever seen in an anime for sure.
Maybe
It's very
cyberpunk.
Victorian-y.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I really love that.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the story as well. The animation was amazing.
Yeah.
And I know we
Animation's
just took a big out the
beautiful.
accents, but I quite liked hearing different colloquial accents on an anime.
Yeah,
It
me
was
too.
jarring because I was watching it on my phone and Molly went past and she was like, "Is that an anime? Because it's got like a northern voice on it. It's weird."
Yeah. But actually, and there is something about if you're going to set it in England, which is, I think, a place notoriously famous for a large variety of accents in a
Yeah,
very small country, it feels totally right um, to have like some good regional accents and then Anna Pangolin. um, doing their
that's
thing.
fair.
Like I liked that. um, yeah, it was good. That for me, one of the highlights was the kind of, I really liked the jet. I love a jetpack. I love a jetpack. I love her flying through. This is one of the reasons I love like mech animes and stuff so much. I love like a flying through the sky chase. There's one bit
Yeah,
where like Steamboy, which is actually I think the bit that you've like have got on this picture here, where he's like flying through this like battle that's being waged in London, um, and being chased by an like one of his own father's inventions,
yeah.
that's trying to like saw, like it's also got like saw blades. it's like it's
Yeah,
like a Da Vinci flying machine, but with saw blades on it. I also loved the other highlight for me is the where the city, the castle, when the O'Hara Foundation starts walking and like flying through London, George Stevenson like projectiles these chains onto it to like try and like stop it from like going into
yeah,
the center of London basically and taking over. And there's this bit where like the trains are like pulling back like this monumental like hulking steam city, and you've got like Tower Bridge in the background, and the chains are um what's it called? The chains are like straining under the weight and stuff. It's so good.
yeah. So I think you're lagging out for me.
Ooh,
I think there
yeah,
must be
yeah.
some. Oh, you're back. You're back. Can you hear us all right
Oh
now?
no.
Or am I just really behind?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I was
Oh,
getting
good.
really into I was just really getting into describing the chains, and that's probably like saved everyone from hearing me wax lyrical about it, because that is one of the best, most dramatic scenes, and the music in it gets like really like melodramatic and orchestral, and it's very
Yeah.
cinematic, and I loved it. And you've got obviously got George Stevenson's there. He's rolled up his sleeves like a kind of industrial revolution tycoon. Um, and yeah, it's good. Train versus steam power castle. Oh no, I've lost you.
Are you back? Hello?
There we go.
Can you hear us?
Um, I'm back. Sorry. Yeah,
We'll
I can
struggle
hear
through.
you.
It's fine.
Uh, can you hear me? We'll
Yes, I can
struggle
hear
through.
you.
Um, this is a good time because we've talked about George Stevenson. Okay, good. We talked about George Stevenson. Kris, I know that you went on a you went on a Google what's it called? Like hole.
Well, not a
Research
very
hole
big
for George
one.
Stevenson.
Not a massive one. Just a little hole.
Tell us, spit some George Stevenson facts at us. Because I actually didn't know
Ah,
that this guy was a real guy until I watched this film, and you were like, and I was like, is it your uncle or something? And then I was like, oh shit, no, it's a real guy.
no, he's
I
the
was like,
well,
why do you care so much?
he's the father of railway. Right, so he was born in Wylam, which is what 30 minutes away from me, just near Newcastle. So father of railways. This is George, not his son Robert.
Okay.
But he invented the Stephenson gauge, which became the standard track gauge for 4 feet 8.5 inches, used worldwide. Basically kicked off the Industrial Revolution with these little train stuff. I think you're frozen, so I
Yeah.
have no idea if you can hear us. And he came from a working
I can
class
hear you.
background
Can you hear
and taught
me?
himself mechanical engineering, starting as a coal miner. So
Uh, um, I know that I'm lagging out, but I'm also loving your facts. I heard every single one of your facts,
oh, did you?
and I think it's really cute that you got really into it. Yeah, yeah, I loved it.
Oh, I'm just trying to get you not to lag. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to do. Um, the who is your favorite character, and why was it
Um,
Patrick Stewart?
I don't know. I kind of like his evil son better. I don't know if that's
Is it because the
like
robot arm?
controversial. No, because he had the best lines. I think. Um, he, I know he was evil and he wanted to sell his inventions to weapons dealers and horrible weird companies, but like he kind of made the
Yeah.
most sense. Like his granddad was just like, "Oh, I like inventing for the crack,"
Mm.
and like to a certain extent, his son was the same, where he's just like, oh, I just really like making machines out of steam things. And his dad was kind of like, well, I want to do this so we can protect ourselves. Um, we can make money from this and possibly invent more stuff. And there was one point where he was his granddad was trying to convince him not to side with the Okara Foundation, and he was like, it's too late now. They're aware of its existence. They know that this is
Wow.
possible, so they won't stop until they recreate it. So I may as well be the one that does it. And I was like, as villains go, I
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of get it. And there's a kind of redemption arc at the end where he's just like, oh, well, this is the part you made. So let's let the public see it. And it was like a merry-go-round and like a fairground thing for all the kids. Yeah, so, and he's got a metal arm.
That is that so bleak. And he has got a metal arm. If you could have a robot arm, would you?
Of course I would. Like, do you mean
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
like a medical one, or do you mean like a for fun?
I mean, like a for fun steampunk.
Definitely, yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah.
I would have a
Any
salt
cool
shaker in
attachments?
it, a fork, a knife, a grabber. Do you know like the ones that you use to pick up litter and stuff? One of them. I know that you could use fingers, but it's
Like,
better when it's a grabber.
would you want it to like extend so you get the reach of a grabber, or are you actually
Yeah,
just having a less good hand? No, you want the extension,
yeah.
Inspector Gadget style.
My ideal arm would be that I don't have to stand up to do things. One could be a spanner, one could be a hammer. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Another great bit as well of this film is where he plugs into the castle to pilot it. That's so good. That bit gives
Yeah.
all of the um yeah. And
This
I
is
know
how
that
I
we don't talk about
control it.
Escaflowne anymore. Yeah, this is how I pilot it. I know we don't talk about Escaflowne, but it is like the Emperor in his fate machine. And it does give me those kind of vibes, and I do kind of love it, of that like
Mm.
man melding with machine energy. Um, so one of the questions the film asks is, what do you think the meaning of science is? So Chris,
Ah, right. I did have this.
what do you think the meaning of science is?
So I did have. Where is it? Where's my answer? Where is it?
Yeah, yeah, right at
Oh,
the
I don't
top,
even think.
mate. You just scroll past it. Yeah, yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Big. There
yeah,
we go.
yeah. There it is. To help people. So either in a bad way or a good way, whatever the goals is. I think it's used to help people either through understanding or making improvements or even helping them do bad things.
Mm.
Um, it's always to do with helping someone, good or bad. And I think all advances in science are fueled from fear as well of wanting to do that thing.
Oh, deep philosophical.
I
Um,
think that's the deepest I'll get.
yeah, I like that. I like it. But I also had thought about this question, and my what I've come to is that science itself is just the seeking of knowledge and understanding of the world around us
Mhm.
and our place in it. And it is not science itself which carries ethics. It's just so science is a tool. Ethics are about how are you going to apply the knowledge that you learn. So it's the ethics and the question of morality of, is this good science or bad science? Science isn't good or bad. How it is applied defines its morality,
I think how
is what I
you
came to.
came to this scientific answer could be ethical.
Very good point. So like, because you do have like ethical considerations for research and things.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah.
Deep.
Thinking. Deep. Let's get deep and steamy.
Oh,
I said
see
that in
my
the most
plaster then.
aggressive way. Yeah, yeah. How did you think it held up in 2025? So this was in 2004. What else were we watching in 2004? Bleach was
Bleach
one of
came
them.
out. To be fair, I did look it up
Yeah.
before this, because we got distracted, and I can't remember what else there was. But, how it held up in 2025, because it's set in 1860 or
Yeah.
something. I think it's a time period, so I think it'll hold up in
Yeah.
2030. There's no like people act how they would in 1860, so it's not like a I don't know. I don't think it ages badly because there's no women getting harassed, that kind of stuff. Are you looking up what came out?
Yeah, of course. So, uh, Teacher's Pet was released by Disney that year.
No, never heard of that.
Apple Appleseed, Gantz are animes that
Right.
were released then. The Batman was released. First came out in 2004. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff.
To be fair, this film did
There's
take
a lot of
like
these I
10
don't know.
years to make.
Peppa Pig. The
It's better
first
than
ever
Peppa
Peppa
Pig.
Pig came out. It holds up way better than Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it did take 10 years to make. So, 2004, so 1996. No, something like that. But yeah, it took a long
Oh,
time.
yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Oh, nice.
It looks like it was quite a slow year for really good anime, apart from Bleach, which is good fun.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think the fact that it's like a period piece means it. I think it holds up better because it's kind of set in a very specific time, but also because it's set in that time, it has to thematically grapple with something that would still be relevant in 2004, which is this question around uh like production, industrialization, progress at the expense of humanity. And
Hmm.
if it's relevant between the Victorian period and 2004, it probably will still be relevant like 20 years after, because it's
Exactly.
already been relevant for the last 100 odd years. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think you're bang on the money with that one. Yeah. Apart from I didn't like the hitting of the dog. I don't feel like you could do that nowadays.
You
Not kill the character. That
you
character
could
would
in
have to
18
die
odd.
nowadays if they hit a dog.
Oh, thanks, John Wick.
God damn it, John Wick. Hashtag thanks, John Wick. Um, so that was Steamboy. Thank you for staying with us for the lag.
Yeah,
And I think it's happened
it's
again
been
just when I'm trying to sign off.
it's been a struggle.
It's been a struggle. I think it is as our computers are as tired as us, and we're middle aged now. So,
Yeah.
um, what are we going to watch next week? we
I
haven't
have
actually.
no
We briefly
idea.
threw around some ideas.
Yeah.
We threw around some ideas. We haven't actually like pinned something down. I'm my vote is for the Nyan Cat zombie apocalypse or whatever it is. Night of
Yes.
the Living, whatever.
We can't.
Do you want to
Do you
do
want to
that?
save up? Do you want to save up for October?
We could do. That means we could move one of the other October ones that we've got planned into next week.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, we
Or
can
we could do
try.
something really cutesy and weird. Up to you.
We'll see. Should we decide off camera and then just surprise?
Oh, surprise episode. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's do that.
Cool. Thank you, everyone.
Cheers for stopping with me.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for putting up with us and our lag. And if it didn't get to you, go watch one of the other episodes where it isn't a problem. Like if it was getting too much, check out one of those ones because it'll be better for it. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.